welcome to The Update. I'm Abby Smith. It was footy's night of nights and it all came down to the final round of the season. Lion Lachie Neale becoming the 160th AFL player to take out the Brownlow medal in the dying seconds of the count. I'll have more in sport. The opposition will support some measures contained in the federal government's employment white paper. Pensioners will be able to earn $300 a fortnight without losing their benefits, while welfare recipients will be able to keep their concession card for 24 weeks after securing work. But Shadow Treasurer Angus Taylor says even more must be done to ease labour shortages.
For employers, making sure that red tape unnecessarily isn't being imposed on them, and for employees, making sure that we knock down any of the disincentives to get into work.
A gathering of farmers, researchers and charities will focus on preparing Australia for future droughts. Hot, dry conditions are expected to sweep the nation over coming months thanks to an El Niño weather system. National Farmers Federation Chief Executive Tony Marr says some parts of the country are already in drought-like conditions.
We've seen drying conditions, crops not reaching their full potential, paddocks becoming drier, less feed around, livestock prices dropping as people, put livestock into the market, so the supplies increase, meaning the price comes down. So there is a level of anxiety and trepidation.
Qantas pilots are raising their voices, calling for Chairman Richard Goyder to step aside. The Pilots Association says they've totally lost confidence in Mr Goyder and his board amid ongoing scandals plaguing the airline. It's understood the chairman has received a large pay rise despite Qantas workers being asked to accept a wage freeze. Overseas, British police have launched an investigation into fresh allegations of historical sexual offences following media reports about comedian Russell Brand. The 48-year-old is already facing allegations of rape, assault and emotional abuse from 4 women. Brand has publicly denied the allegations and accused the UK government of trying to censor him. An Italian actress, Sophia Loren, has undergone emergency surgery after a fall at her home in Switzerland. The 89-year-old suffered multiple fractures but is on the road to recovery. Entertainment and sport next. Final preparations have begun in style, with star midfielder Lachie Neale winning the Brownlow medal at Crown Casino overnight. 3 years after winning his first Brownlow, the Brisbane Lions star overcame Collingwood's Nick Dacos, Melbourne's Christian Petrarca and Western Bulldogs captain Marcus Bontempelli to win again and was visibly shocked.
It doesn't sit very well, Haim, at the moment. I'm sure it'll sink in at a later date. I'm pretty rattled, to be honest, so apologies if this doesn't go too well. I did not expect this.
Meantime, Collingwood midfielder Taylor Adams is racing the clock to be fit for Saturday's grand final. Pies head of high performance Jared Wade says Adams will be assessed during the week to see if he is fit to play.
So he's been working through hamstring progressions from that really minor incident that he had in the match play a couple of weeks ago. He's up to about 85 to 90% running speed, so clocking in at a pretty good speed.
Switching codes, the NRLW is heading up this week as the countdown to the grand final continues. Titans' motto is gold for gold as they look to take out premiers Newcastle this Sunday after being the Wooden Spooners last year. While 2 of the NRL's top fullbacks will go head-to-head in Sunday night's NRL grand final, Reece Walsh has been in electric form for the Broncos, while the Panthers' Dylan Edwards has dominated for the past 4 seasons. And a former Wallaby says Eddie Jones' position is untenable if he did interview for a coaching position in Japan in the days leading up to the World Cup. Australia has posted its worst score at the tournament with a 40-6 loss to Wales. In entertainment news, the screenwriters' strike in Hollywood appears to be coming to an end. Screenwriters and studio bosses in the US have reached a deal to end a strike, which has largely paralysed the industry since May. However, no deal is yet in the works for striking actors who remain in a parallel dispute with studios. Meantime, a reboot of The Office is set to be announced once the Hollywood strikes are officially over. Mindy Kaling and John Krasinski are among the cast members who have expressed interest in revisiting their roles in the potential reboot of the hit comedy series. And tennis superstar Nick Kyrgios has been spotted in Adelaide. The injured ace was seen relaxing with his mum and girlfriend on Goodger Street, enjoying a meal at Dragon Hot Pot. He's here on business, but brought his girlfriend and mum for a mini holiday. And that's the latest from the Nova podcast team. We'll see you this afternoon for another episode of The Update.